Tim Walker, and I'm here to talk about my first guitar. I got my first guitar November 3rd, 1979, and I remember it to the day because I wrote it on my calendar. I was so excited I had a calendar on the wall, got guitar today. So that's how I remember it, that it was November 3rd. Today is November 3rd, 2015. The guitar was not this, but it was the same model. So pretty much this. It's a Memphis MU100. That's what it says on the neck plate. And it had a sticker right here that when I bought it, it said Trump, T-R-U-M-P. Not Donald Trump, I don't believe, but Trump. And I got curious one day and peeled the sticker off and it said Memphis. So that was cool, I guess. Guitar back in the day cost maybe $59. I had $40 to get a guitar, and I earned that money by cleaning an upright freezer that was in the basement. My mom said, "Clean the freezer, I'll give you money." And we sold the freezer, I got money. Went to get a guitar, and this was $59, I had $40. So she said, "Come back in 2 weeks, I'll put $20 with it. We'll get the guitar if it's still there." And it was still there. So why I picked this guitar was probably because of the looks, the sunburst. I was almost 13 at the time, and these older kids that went to my church played guitars. I thought they were the coolest people ever. You know, they had guitars that looked like this. I don't know if it's the same brand, probably not, but sunburst was kind of the color of the day. So I got this guitar. It was hard to play. It had high action, and it was pretty crappy. Pretty much a crappy guitar. However, it made me get sounds out of the guitar with my fingers. You know, I had to squeeze the neck and had to manipulate the strings to get something good out of it. And I think that served me well through the years, as opposed to learning on a guitar that's very easy to play. So, you know, I have a heavy touch, and it served me well through the years, so I'm kind of grateful for that. My second guitar, I played this guitar for maybe a year or two. The second guitar was equally crappy. It was a Hondo 2 Les Paul copy. Awful guitar. About a year after that, I think maybe 1983, I got a real Les Paul, so things were looking up at that point. I had the guitar without an amp for about 2 months until Christmas time came, and my mom gave me a Sears amp. So the amp is like this, the exact same model. And so both these pieces, this guitar and this amp, I found on eBay after thinking it would be cool to have my first guitar and amp, you know, which the amp was long since destroyed. The guitar I had painted, gave it to a friend of mine for $10 or something like that. So I always thought it would be cool to have my very first guitar. So my advice to anybody, if you're starting to play or you still have your first guitar, keep it. Even if you don't play it, even if it's a piece of junk, it's cool to look back on. Well, I found this on eBay for $400, so a far cry from the $59 that I paid. But the nostalgia factor is strong with this one. So I'm going to play a little bit, kind of check it out. That's all I had to play through. I think later on I got a fuzz box, so add a little distortion to it, you know, but this is pretty much the sound I had as a kid and what I kind of learned to play with, you know. So I was playing you know, stuff like that. I'd try to figure out anything, play along the old Kiss records. So that was it. So this is what I learned on. This guitar is actually set up a bit better. It's got newer, nicer strings. They're not rusty and nasty. Back in the day, if you broke an E string, you didn't have one, or you couldn't get to the store, or you were too poor to get one, you played with 5 strings until you got that string replaced or whatever, you know. So that's how it was as a kid in the 70s and early 80s, learning to play guitar. So. That's both pickups. Now, just the bridge pickup. Now just the neck pickup. Can't really do any pick slides. It's on 10. The tone and the volume and everything is on 10. This is all I got.